Alright, so I want a wisdom from the Rebbe for today. So in the Va'al HaNisim prayer, which we say every day of Chanuka, we speak about the great victory which Hashem did to us during the war of Chanuka. And we say that Hashem gave over the many in the hands of the few, the strongs into the hands of the weak. And then we say another three categories. We say that Hashem gave over the impure into the hands of the pure, the wicked ones into the hands of the righteous ones, the ones who go against God in the hands of those who learn His Torah. Now seemingly, why do these three things add to the idea of the war? Seemingly it was a technical thing, but that doesn't show on the miracle. Why is it a bigger miracle that an impure person is beaten by a pure person? So the Rebbe explains that unfortunately we see during the times of the war that there were many Greek people, not only that were not Jews, there were even some Jewish people who got involved in the Greek culture. And unfortunately when the Jewish people went to war, they weren't only fighting against the enemies, the Greeks, they also unfortunately had to fight against many Jews who were part of the Greek culture as well. And that's what we're praising God for in this Va'al HaNisim. That we're not only praising Him for the fact that we beat the non-Jews, but even the fact that the Jewish people who were unfortunately involved in the bad things were also conquered and came over to the side of Judaism. And this is also the idea of why it makes sense in general to say these three categories. As seemingly, how can you even call a Jew impure when they don't have the same rules of purity as a Jew does? So too, how can you say that they don't learn Torah when they're not commanded to learn Torah? And how can you say that they're wicked when they don't even have the Torah mitzvahs like we have to call us tzaddikim and them wicked? But the explanation is that unfortunately we're talking here even about the Jewish people. And this is also a big comfort for us in this generation. A person may feel to himself that we're so small, the religious community of the Jewish people is so few. What does me doing mitzvahs make a difference? How is God going to redeem us, take us out of Golos during these tough, terrible times where unfortunately we see so many Jews are mixed into the other cultures? The explanation is that even if you're doing the right thing, even if you're the minority and you feel like you're very few, if you do the right thing, God will save you and make you successful as well. This is also the comfort in every person's individual life. A person might feel that so much of my day I'm dealing with technical things, dealing with the world, eating and going to business. How am I supposed to be successful and say that my victorious part is my godly aspect? And again, the answer is that if you do the right thing for that little bit of time and you focus it, that will be who you really are. And that wins over the rest of you and that defines who you really are. L'chaim, l'chaim.